We love you, CYJ! We love you, CYJ!
We're taking, we'll be clean, you won't.
Right hand, yeah. Left, over here. Good.
Keep going. We are young Judea. We have a story to tell. To young Portel Yehuda, the tide is just as well. We started in Judea, and we had lots of fun. Then we heard about CYJ, our fun had just begun. Come on, young Judea, fun, fun, fun for you. Come on, young Judea, fun for you and you and you and you. Come on, young Judea, fun, fun, fun for you. Come on, young Judea, fun for you and you and you and you. We love you, CYJ! Right?
Clap. I can't do that. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Right.
To the left. And what do you already know? מעל פסגת הר הצופים, כפיים מעל פסגת הר הצופים.
I still need to finish mine.
First year it's right there.
I still need.
Here it goes. Wait, back up.
Yeah, but apart. I have no friends. I'm the only Jewish person. I mean, my family.
I was just looking at this.
Oh, what was that?
Let's let Becca do it then. That's true. We'll let Becca do it. She did guess. Thinking of a person.
But I knew it was me. Of course you knew.
You think
Yes, and have you worked anywhere before?
What's the first thing you ask?
Let's get going.
Maslamech is a family, right? So how are you? Maslamech.
but citizens of the USA. Now just about half.
I can work backwards.
Listen, listen. Look at it around. Look at like open it a little bit and then like around itself. Okay? Yeah, do like this. Go ahead and move it.
Maybe smile and shake your head.
Sounds weird. Back? What are you doing? What is he doing? Circle?
Barrel.
Barrel.
One main reason why a lot of campers do come back all the time is to also learn about their Jewish background, because I feel it's important for Jews in the world today to learn more about where they came from and what their future is like in the United States.
The question is inevitable. Why a Jewish camp? Today we will show you a special approach, a camp with Jewish values and a lot of fun. Welcome to the family of Camp Young Judea. Did I say family? I said it because when you see this video, you will immediately start to feel a part of the spirit, a part of the family.
As you already know, my name is Susan Sultan, and I've been attending Camp Young Judea for 4 years and 6 sessions. I'm already positive that I'll come back next year from Achon and hopefully go to TY and then come back someday as a counselor. I also regularly attend Hashachar meetings during the year with my Chamber Club. I'm active in Young Judea for many reasons. I like the Judean feeling of togetherness. At camp, I feel as if the whole Machaneh is all one big family. There are very few Jews by me at home, and there is a definite minority feeling. Here I feel so much more comfortable in my Zionistic and Jewish ways.
Camp Young Judea on the shores of Lake Stratton is located in Wapaka, Wisconsin, only 4 hours from Chicago. We have children from all over the Midwest, as far east as Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, to as far west as Wichita, Kansas, and every place in between. The camp is affiliated with the year-long activities of Hashachar Young Judea, the Zionist youth movement of Hadassah. We have club meetings and conventions throughout the year, all of which culminates into 2 dynamic sessions at Camp Young Judea. Our activities range from sports, water skiing and scouting, to our special educational pu'ulot or activities. There's no better way to explain what we are all about than to experience a day at CYJ together. A great way to say good morning is through our Mifkad Boker, or flag raising ceremony.
We sing funny songs or tell jokes by tzrifim, or cabins, and then we raise the American and Israeli flags and sing Modeh Ani, a morning prayer. The whole ceremony takes only 10 minutes, but it's an amazing way to start off each morning and see everyone.
Afterwards, we have tefillot, or services, where we all take turns participating and leading a creative service. After breakfast, we begin our 3 pu'ulot, the activity sessions, by Eidot, age groups. Each day, the schedules are different, but are all just as exciting. Each day, we have a sports pu'ulah, where we have many activities, including ball games, archery, playing with the parachute, and we have many different games on the tennis courts. For tzofiyut, or scouting, we have 2 Israeli scouts on staff who live with us and teach us how to do many things, like how to make pita bread, put up tents, build obstacle courses with ropes and things around camp, and they teach us many other scouting techniques. This pu'ulah is always special because the Tzofim are our sister movement in Israel, and they have a lot to share with us in the 2 months that they are at CYJ. We also have Malachat Yad, or arts and crafts, where we do tie-dyeing, make jewelry, and build mezuzot out of wood, to name just a few. To add to the ruach, or spirit of camp, we have shirah, or Israeli singing, and rikud, or Israeli dancing, which are led by our specialists. Many of our activities focus on the concept of education through experience, where we emphasize the chanichim, or campers' involvement in the educational process. Each edah, or unit, has their own educational theme. And whether it be Jewish history to Jewish identity to Israel, each camper walks away with a better understanding and appreciation of our heritage. For example, when the Ofarim, grades 3 through 5, were discussing Jewish life cycles this past summer and reached the point of responsibilities of adulthood, they decided to plan their own wedding. They had the opportunity to make their own chuppah, write their own ketubah, and be the chatan and kala, the bride and groom. As you can see, there's no better way than to learn through experience. Another outstanding aspect of our program is swimming. Each day, the kids have instructional swim, where they are placed in a class according to their skill level. At the end of the session, each child should receive Red Cross certification. We also have rowboating, canoeing, kayaking, sailboating, water sliding, water skiing. Once the kids have achieved a certain level of basic swimming skills, they move into our water skiing instruction with the professional waterfront staff. This is no doubt a camp favorite. In the evenings, we have a wide variety of activities, both indoor and outdoor. One of our popular events is the theme dance, where everyone dresses up in some type of costume and does what else but dances. Some of our other creative evenings are talent show, where everyone can share his or her own talent, a carnival, and even a night game where the entire campsite is transformed into one big capture the flag game. Although every day is a special day at CYJ, some days are even more special than others. During the session, each Edah or unit goes on an overnight tiyul or campout. The Machon Edah, for all 9th graders, goes on a 3-day canoe trip, while the rest of camp goes on hike. During the trip, we practice everything we learned in Sofiut or scouting. We build our own tents, make our own meals, and at night we gather by the Medurah, the campfire, to sing and tell stories. For trip day, we leave camp and travel to one of the cities close by. In the past, we have gone to water parks, Major League Baseball games, and outdoor museums and theme parks. Several times throughout the session, we also have theme days where the entire day is transformed according to the subject. For instance, when we had Yom Yerushalayim, we ate breakfast in the shuk, or open-air market, and had tefillot by the Kotel, the Western Wall. For Yom Yisrael, or Israel Day, the whole camp became Israel, and we traveled via Egged buses. We had an Israeli fashion show and had a chance to meet with all kinds of people from Eretz Yisrael. At the end of these days, the various groups put on a special presentation, and we end with a fire sign which the Tzofim always make. It's a very moving way to end such an interesting and dynamic day. And of course, one of the most special days at camp is Shabbat. We spend Friday afternoon decorating the Chadar Ochel, or dining room, and getting dressed in our Shabbat clothing. Before sunset, we gather at Mifkad Erev, or flag lowering, and one of the Eidot performs a Kabbalat Shabbat ceremony. After tefillot, which is usually done outside overlooking the waterfront, and a traditional Shabbat dinner, we have shirah, or singing, with incredible ruach, or spirit. Afterwards, another Edah, or unit, puts on a hatzagah, or play, for the rest of camp as part of an Oneg Shabbat. Because we are Shomer Shabbat, we spend Saturday relaxing, attending morning tefillot or services, swimming and playing sports. On Motzei Shabbat, Saturday night, we end Shabbat with a Havdalah ceremony, Sephardic style. Most of our staff members are young Judeans who have attended CYJ themselves and have returned to work to give the camp what they received. As we say, Hakol nishar b'mishpacha, it's all within the family. The campsite itself is situated in a scenic setting, surrounded by trees, a clean spring-fed lake, and acres of land and nature trails. Each cabin has connecting washrooms and showers and is equipped with plenty of shelves and storage spaces. In each cabin, there are usually between 6 to 12 campers, with at least one staff member to every 5 campers. We also have a registered nurse on the campgrounds at all times who works out of a well-equipped infirmary, which offers full protection and care. Our sports facilities include 4 tennis courts, a 4-hole golf course, baseball and soccer fields, an archery range, and a basketball court. We also have an arts and crafts center, a large recreation hall, and a spacious dining room. All our meals are prepared in a strictly kosher kitchen. Camp Young Judea is the start of friendships which are beyond the summer experience and last a lifetime. The emphasis of our programming is on group experience of living, working, learning, and sharing responsibilities for one another, and creates very special ties of friendship which cuts across the barriers of time and distance. As you can see, Camp Young Judea is more than a camp. Our program is a total experience which our campers will talk about for years to come.